Hey guys, how are you? Coach Dimitri here from Pure Body Type Training. I'm here to tell you 5 easy and efficient ways you can work on heart health. And what do I mean by heart health? I mean decreasing resting heart rate.
The amount of beats your body is beating
Per minute, okay, per day. I'm also talking about improving your stress levels because we really need to work on that. And I'm also showing you how to do so using 5 different ways. Stick around. Okay, so the first one is working on breathing techniques. When people think of working on improving your heart health, the first thing they think about is cardio and exercise. So I want to regress a bit and I want to slow things down because most people, or 70% of the population, isn't exercising, isn't taking care of themselves regularly. So taking someone with a high resting heart rate or taking someone with high blood pressure and throwing them into a workout is not the best thing. The first thing you should think of doing is breathing and AM gratitude. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean waking up in the morning, first thing, not having your phone next to you. Your phone is the worst thing you can have next to you because when you look at your phone, you're allowing that external stimulus to dictate what your day is going to be like. So either you're going to be stressed out, you're going to see an email, a message, a comment, or you're going to look at someone on social media, and the first hour of your day is super important. So make sure you sit down in a quiet place and you practice some meditation. Now I know it may sound yin-yang to some people, but you know what? When was the last time you sat down for 10 minutes? Just breathe. When was the last time you sat down and you took a 7-second inhale? You held it for 5 seconds. And you took a 4 to 5 second exhale. Now, if you try this when you're stressed out or when you're in that panic mode or when you're in traffic and you're really nervous and you feel your heart's beating, you will notice automatically your body starts to shift and slow down. It has to. You're slowing the amount of oxygen you're having, you're holding onto your body, and your body's able to utilize it and calm down. So you wake up in the morning, practice some breathing, practice some meditation, and practice being grateful and thankful. Practice positive affirmations. I know this may sound weird, but many people who are not happy with their body and not happy with their health and not happy with their blood pressure, they don't sit there and tell themselves in the mirror, hey, you know what, today's gonna be a good day. I'm not gonna let things stress me out. I do know that I'm taking blood pressure medication. I do know that I have high cholesterol. I do know, but what I'm gonna do is work on this. And if you speak to yourself in the mirror, and you communicate with that person on the other side, that's the first step of positive action to improving your heart health. That only goes for heart health, but it goes for everything in life. Number 2, let's start moving, okay? Human beings were made to move. So if your focus is just exercise in the gym or in the basement for a hard workout, you're forgetting that we're sitting all day. We're sitting going to work, we're sitting at work, we're sitting when we're eating, we're sitting when we come back when we're eating, we're sitting watching TV. So why not move and make movement be a normal part of your routine? I'm not talking exercise, guys, I'm talking walking. Why don't you go for a walk in the morning for 15 minutes? Why don't you go for the evening for a 15-minute walk? Don't call that exercise, just call it moving. By moving your body on a slow, steady state, okay, or jogging will help get your body burning calories, okay? Now, if you want to take walking to the next level, you want to make it more advanced, try walking on an incline. Walking on an incline is going to normally and right away increase your body's ability to be challenged because one, you're stepping up, almost like walking up a mountain, and it's going to challenge your body as well, especially if you're not holding on to the railing. So that's number 2. Number 3 now, let's dive right into it. We're talking weight training. Now, why do I say weight training before cardiovascular exercises? Because when you think of cardio, it stands for heart, the Greek word for cardia. I would tell you to start with weight training, and if you're a brand new or beginner and you have high blood pressure or you're not so strong, go with a nice light workout. Now, the reason is because when you do a body weight exercise workout, and I'm talking something as simple as doing some squats off your couch, doing some push-ups off a bench, off a desk, doing some rows on a nice elastic band while you're standing, and doing a plank, that's causing your body to move and burn more calories than you would if you're just doing cardio, okay? You're using your body's energy system, which takes a lot more work than you just breathing and doing an oxidative state of exercise, okay? Now, if you wanna make the workout challenging, you can do many different things. You can do a weight training workout alone. You can do a workout where you do some metabolic conditioning and weight training. So an example is, I'm gonna do jumping jacks for 20 seconds. I'm gonna go and do push-ups and squats, and then go back to jumping jacks, and then push-ups and squats, and back to jumping jacks. By doing all those three movements, I'm increasing my body's ability to burn calories, and I'm increasing my heart rate. I'm gonna burn more calories. And also, I'm gonna challenge myself to have a stronger heart. You see, when people are trying to get healthier and they think of walking, that only involves the lower part of their body. But the minute you start rowing, the minute you start pressing, the minute you start pulling from different angles in a functional workout, you're actually strengthening the bigger muscles, which in turn working with your smaller muscle, which is your heart. So if your heart needs more oxygen and blood to supply the big legs, the arms, the back with exercise in the movements, the more you do those movements, the stronger your heart gets, okay? Number 3 is obviously cardiovascular exercises, and we want to make sure that you are able to do a movement for a steady state and burn calories, okay? Now, there's many different types of cardio. There's slow and steady state, so that can be you sitting on a treadmill, you riding your bike, you going for a nice light, medium to high walk, or there's high intensity cardio. This can be where you're sprinting on a treadmill for 30 seconds and resting for 45 seconds. And instead of you doing 45 minutes of that, you can do 15 minutes of that workout. Another one can be you doing a different metabolic conditioning together. So you could be doing rowing for 3 minutes, then you can do jumping jacks for 2 minutes, then you can skip for 2 minutes, then you can go back to jogging. So you take 4 different exercises and you put them back to back to back. That's an example of burning more calories and challenging your heart through different forms of cardio. Now next we want to look at nutrition, okay? And I'm not putting these in order of most important to not, but I want to put them in order of what you can do. So we said 1 is going to be your breathing and AM meditation, 2 is going to be your movement or walking, 3 is going to be your weight training, 4 is going to be your cardio, and then we're talking about nutrition now. So when it comes to nutrition, you want to look at specific things that has to do with heart health. So 1, decrease your salt intake, okay? The more salt you have, the more water you're going to retain, but also the more it's going to affect your blood pressure, okay? Because the higher your diet is in sodium, the more your blood pressure is. If you already have a lot of body fat or plaque buildup in your heart, guys, and you're having a diet that's high in salt, you're doing a double whammy. So your heart's already beating fast as it is, you have a high content of sodium in your diet, it's going to beat even faster. Number 2, stay away from all processed foods, okay? Stay away from things that are fried, French fries, donuts, chips, all the foods that are gonna work on getting you more plaque buildup in your heart. Sausages, everything that you buy that doesn't come in a package is processed. Anything that's fried is gonna give you more calories, and if you're not burning them off, they're gonna go somewhere and they're gonna build up and line up in your heart. So think if this is a good artery, this is one that's clogged up, not good for you. And then also you want to look at having, removing foods that are high in sugar. Now, how does foods high in sugar relate to helping you with heart health? Well, you got to remember one thing. When you're eating foods in high sugar and you think to yourself that you don't have a heart problem, you're building more body fat. Well, the more body fat that you build and the more visceral tissue you build, you're building that inside the organ area. Well, I'm in a small office here and I got lots of space around me. If I were to invite 15 trainers to come in this room right now, we'd all be bump to bump, shoulder to shoulder. So the more body fat you build in your organs, in your internal area, the higher blood pressure is going to be. Just think about it. When you look at people who are overweight or obese, they're carrying maybe 30 pounds of body fat in their midsection, okay? And then lastly, we want to make sure you're looking at good nutrition. So highly unprocessed foods, nutrient-dense foods, whole foods, okay? Your 3 macronutrients, your protein, carb, and your fat. Make sure you're eating foods that are healthy. So instead of getting burgers that are fried, or fried eggs or fried chicken, go with your cleaner sources of meat, your white meats, chicken, turkey. You can go with fish, okay? Greek yogurts, protein powder, some grass-fed beef. When it comes to carbohydrates, you want to look at unprocessed carbohydrates, nutrient-dense ones, yams, some oatmeal, some high fiber beans. You want to look at vegetables. When you're eating healthy foods, it's hard to gain bad cholesterol and get yourself a lot of healthy fats. People forget that eating healthy fats is going to make you healthier. Okay, I'm not talking about chocolate bars and French fries and chips. I'm talking about avocados, coconut oil, raw coconut, nuts, seeds. There's so many different types of food that are healthy for you. Lastly, and most importantly, guys, I don't know how important you guys are when it comes to diagnostics, but I do a body comp every 2 weeks. I do an in-body. I find out where my blood pressure is. I find out where my body fat percentage is. I want to know my vitals so I can keep check. If you haven't gone to the doctor, go to the doctor, get your annual checkup, get some blood work done, check your liver enzymes, check your blood enzymes, see what you're happening inside. Look at your hormone level. If you're a male, look at your testosterone. Are you low in testosterone? Females, are you hormonally off? How's your thyroid going as well? So there's different things you can do to help yourself with helping your heart. The main thing you want to focus on is, out of all the things I listed, pick one, try it out for 2 to 3 weeks and see how you do. Hope you enjoyed this short video on the benefits and the ways that you can lower resting heart rate and improve your heart health. If you did, please do us a favor, like the video, give us a comment, let us know your feedback, subscribe to our channel, and most importantly, share it with any friends and family you feel it can help. Until next time, attitude is everything.